Behind me is the brand new Land Cruiser 79 Series 2.8. At the back is the brand new Bushworker Camelback. Welcome to Get Out Go. I'm Christoph. Please join us as we put this rig through its paces in the Tankwa Karoo. It's early morning at Makwasi and we have a fairly long drive ahead of us today. We're joined by Rudu and his family again, so it's bound to be a fun trip.
So we're on our way to Kleinplasie, which is just outside of Calvinia. Last night was pretty much a stopover, and it was kind of so-so, so I'm not even going to show that too much. But again, you don't know if you don't go there. So I think we've got a fairly stiff drive today. It's about 8 hours. Yeah, initial thoughts on the 2.8. It's not bad. I thought I'd really not like it because I've test driven this before. But yeah, it's not bad, right?
No, it drives quite smooth. On all of them, I just don't like the bonnet. It drives smooth and has got good features in it. Automatic's interesting.
Yeah, so you do get the new Land Cruisers in both automatic and manual. I just prefer a manual unless it's like a 200 cruisers. Yeah, not bad. I will obviously, as we go, update you on both the new Camelback and the new Land Cruiser.
It's a fairly long 8-hour drive to Calvinia in the Northern Cape today. The drive is quite scenic, and we should know. We did this quite a few times last year. We eventually start rolling into Karoo landscapes and the Kleinplasie campsite just outside Calvinia. It doesn't take long to get back into this rhythm. slow living, good food, and great company around the fire. We're at Kleinplasie near Calvinia. As you can see, the weather is quite foul for September. I thought it's supposed to be spring. We arrived here late yesterday afternoon. It's just a quick stop over and we'll be off to Tankwa tented camp just now. It's a short drive today, so no rush and plenty time for a coffee or two. Regular viewers will know we've camped with the older Camelback before, so we're no strangers to this setup. We are looking forward to test the new features and changes on this trip though.
So, Ridu, how is that new rugged doing behind you?
Gustav is doing really well. We're still see on the gravel ahead of us, but the drive down to Calvinia has been really nice, and you can definitely feel it's a lot lighter than our previous caravans, and that's exactly what we were after.
Yeah, we quite comfortable here in the Camelback as well. It's quite a smooth ride, I must say. The automatic makes it a lot easier. Yeah, so far so good with the setting it up and tearing it down. Yeah, quite like it. So I think we've got what, about 2 hours drive, and it's mostly dirt, right?
Yeah, according to the GPS, hour and 40 minutes, 100 kilometers ahead of us to the Tankwa tented campsite. But the road looks in good condition, Christoph. I was quite wary about the condition of the road, but it looks like there's been a greater past here in the last couple of days, and the drive is really smooth.
Yeah, corrugation is actually quite okay for a change. I think once we hit the Tankwa roads, we'll just check the tire pressure, and just a general rule for people, I always say don't go over 80, because the front tires have a tendency to kick up those shale rocks, and then you get a puncture on the back one.
You can actually see the sail standing up and looking at you. Yeah, so it's quite daunting.
Yeah, this place is not easy on tires, so I suggest to all the tire people to come and test their tires in Tankwa. Why are we actually going to Tankwa? I don't know if you want to tell us why we're going there in the first place.
So yeah, my wife Nadine is running the Tankwa trail run. It's a 3-day trail run, and she's doing the middle version of it, if I can say that, distance-wise.
Peas.
So yeah, there's a couple of distances. She's doing a 10 tonight, and then a 30 tomorrow, and if I'm not mistaken, a 15 on Sunday. So yeah, we're looking forward to it. She's been preparing well for it, but yeah, there's always a little bit of flu that creeps in just right before the race. I don't know why, but yeah, I really hope that she's feeling herself and that she'll enjoy it.
And Nina, how are you feeling about it?
No, very excited, especially being in the area and seeing how beautiful it is, and still seeing the last little bit of flowers in the veld. So no, very excited. Looking forward to just be there and start.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it as well. So yeah, let's hit this dirt and see what it's like.
We're hitting the dirt to Tankwa Tented Camp, just outside of Tankwa Karoo National Park. The Tankwa Karoo is trapped in a rain shadow, surrounded by the Roggeveld and Cederberg mountains. It gets less than 75 millimeters rain a year, so its name is quite apt, meaning thirst land. We're soon setting up camp at Tankwa Tented Camp, and the place is filling up quickly. Looks like it's going to be a busy weekend. It's been a busy day at Tankwa Tented Camp. Lots of people that's participating in the race with Anine. Good luck, Anine. We just saw her off. And yeah, not exactly my type of camping. But anyway, that's why we're here. Gonna make a fire and have a braai. And when we are a little bit more secluded, I'll show you around the new Kamelback. The weather still isn't great, but we've got a warm fire and cozy accommodation. We're taking it slow this morning while the runners are quietly preparing for this morning's race. Tankwa Tented Camp is a very quirky and fun place to hang out at in the interim. There are also a number of art sculptures around the camp. You can touch and interact with most of these fun pieces. One of the biggest sculptures is the Tankwa Titanic, a massive metal ship of the line. Those of us not running are having a lazy, albeit windy day at camp. We also help some campers replace yet another Tankwa tire. This place can have some very unpleasant wind gusts at times, so make sure everything is secured. The wind does give way to a stunning sunset eventually. But it's unfortunately back in full force later that evening. While Hanine's running her last race, we're slowly getting ready to depart and we'll explore some more of the sculptures on the property. One of these is the Sky Labyrinth. It is a literal maze designed to let you reflect, surrounded by big sky, and to truly be present in the moment. It's time to move on to our next destination, one of our favorites.
We are on our way to the Tankwa Patstal, and then we'll head to Kagga Kamma. What did you think of Tankwa Tented Camp?
This got interesting. I mean, loads of people running. I would like to maybe try that it myself next year once I sort out my ankle. And yeah, it was good. Very nice.
Yeah, it was a nice event. It is a little bit overcrowded in some of the camping areas, but yeah, pretty good. I'd like to come back here when there's not an event on, and you can, like, the climax campsite looks pretty cool.
Yes, that does.
Yeah, we'll definitely come back here when we're in the area again. Kagga Kamma, we've showed you before, but we're testing it with this brand new rig, and so far so good. What do you think about the whole setting it up and tearing it down?
Setup is really easy. Tear up is all of it's easy. I can literally do everything on my own. It's so cozy inside. Sleeping, the mattress is lovely.
Yeah, the mattress is pretty good because it's way thicker than most campers.
Yeah.
Look, you have to, make the bed and unmake the bed every time you drive.
But even that is
It's pretty simple,
Yeah.
right? It's not like it's a schlep to do. So yeah, no, so far so good. I'm still getting used to the automatic. It's not exactly a 200 series automatic, but it's not bad. It's nice and relaxing. Yeah, like it.
Me too.
Tankwa Patstal is a must visit if you're in the area. It has more quirky artwork and great local food and drink. We're heading to one of our favorite spots in the area, Kagga Kamma Nature Reserve in the Coetzee. It doesn't take long for the landscape to change completely. The Katbakkies Pass is also one of our favorites. Kagga Kamma has camping, both traditional and bush camps, and it has a lodge as well. We're staying at the Swartrug camp this time. Check out our previous episode to see the Bobbejanskrans camp as well. It's still quite windy, but the rocky outcrops do provide some shelter, and we're soon settling into a lazy afternoon.
Bietjie lekkerder kan slaap in die aand om te sê hulle het iets. Dis alhoekom hulle daai container gebou het. Hulle warm hulle goed op en kyk agter hulle self. Maar die plek
Maar hulle sal ook hierdie geniet en ek dink hulle sal dan
Vanessa's making lamb meatballs and flatbread tonight. You can find all our camp recipes on Patreon.
Nee, ek weet nie waar.
Ons moet maar net pas op vir die kwille daar asseblief.
The clouds do eventually subside to reveal a moonlit evening sky. Seems we have some more wind and potentially some rain this morning, so it's as good a time as any to go for a drive. I can highly recommend the little coffee shop called Wonderlik in the small town of Op die Berg. Even though the weather isn't amazing, it's still great to be out here.
So the weather is still foul. Absolutely beautiful here, but it's been raining most of the day. Hence why we went to Op die Berg. But it's not looking like it's letting up. It's really strange for October. It is freezing. It's like 5 degrees Celsius. So don't know what's going on. Still, as I said, very pretty out here.
Ja, is dat?
En dan gaan ek bonnetjies koop vir die sak.
So the weather outside, unfortunately, has become downright awful. This is another good reason to have an inside living space. We're quite comfortable in here. I can work. We can, just relax. So if you're going to be on the road long term, I highly recommend it.
It's a little warmer this morning, and it's time to move on to our next destination. We're first heading back to Tankwa, but this time to stay in the national park, then we'll head on to Sutherland. national park has a few different camps. We're staying at Perdekloof this time. For larger groups, I recommend booking 2 sites next to each other, as these are quite small.
We've arrived at the Perdekloof campsite in Tankwa National Park. Fairly straightforward drive. I do recommend stopping at those putt stalls. Those are pretty cool. We've set up. I think we're into a nice rhythm with this camper now. So let me show you around.
You have a dew-hot propane hot water boiler for hot water on demand, and a handy basin and tap at the kitchen. There is also loads of space in the pantry. You also have another basin and vanity storage next to the shower.
You have the same slide-out configuration for the fridge, the gas burner, but now you've got a gas oven as well.
And we'll be testing that oven later this afternoon again. Afternoon views from these campsites are simply amazing. It's another lovely morning, so we've gone for a leisurely drive and then we'll just be taking it easy at camp.
Today's basically been our day off. We took that little drive this morning, saw Gemsborg, Eland, Springbok, not a lot of game, but the scenery is absolutely spectacular. We've just been relaxing, so I thought let me show you the interior of this camper. There's been quite a few changes and yeah, I quite like it.
The double bed is spacious and very comfortable. The cabin is very roomy and there's more than enough headroom. There is also more than ample storage throughout the inside of this camper. There is also very little dead space. Everything's utilized. There are lots of interior lighting as well as power outlets. If you need to do some work, there's also a handy fold-down table.
The other thing I really like about this camper is the door. I can get in and out of here without having to bend. I'm 6'2", so this will cater for most people. And if you have some mobility issues, this is really a nice option.
You can also customize the cab of your camper to your liking as well. This one features items like a center console fridge, a custom roof console from Induna, as well as some Tackler River Rock seat covers. You can also customize the power system to your specific needs. The cabin door and windows also have mozzie nets. This camper also features a great rear storage box from Gobi X. We liked it so much, we'll be getting one of these for our camper as well.
I'm making just plain vanilla muffins and I'm going to put them in a dew hot oven.
So ja, bitter, daar's foto's teen die muur in die bar.
It's another beautiful morning. We're heading to our next stop, Sutherland.
So what did you guys think of Tankwa National Park?
No, Christoph, this was a real highlight. We had a really nice camp at Perdekloof. Facilities were good. But yeah, the scenery is stunning. And the drive up Kagga Kamma yesterday was a real highlight for us as well.
And I believe we're about to do another pass, right?
Yes, it's Oberg Pass, one of the more scenic gravel passes in the Northern Cape, I believe. So yeah, really looking forward to it. But this road as well is a stunning drive just outside of the park. We've had some nice sightings already. The landscape is truly beautiful.
Yeah, looking forward to it as well. And then we're off to Sutherland.
Make a point of stopping at some of these restaurants and coffee shops in these little towns. You won't be disappointed.
We've arrived at Sterland camp. It's close to Sutherland, and as such, it's well known for a good stargazing opportunity. It's also a good stopover. It is a working farm, and that is not a problem. Had some keyboard warrior comments again that
I complained it's a working farm, but you booked it as a working farm.
So, first of all, if it's a pigsty, it's a pigsty. I don't care if it's commercial or not. Also, I don't mind camping on working farms as long as I'm told it's a working farm beforehand.
The camps here are small and traditional, but well kept and great for a stopover.
So let's talk about accessories a little bit. This car has obviously got quite a few modifications because it's intended for full-time travel or long expeditions, but overlanding accessories could be as simple as all-terrain tires. So there's been quite a bit of work done to this vehicle. It's got beefy tires, front and rear bars, it's got a VHF two-way radio, there's some interior upgrades, you name it. What I would suggest is start small and see what you need, and also do it with one fitment center like outdoor campers, so you don't get into a situation where he says, she says. It's just one guy that does your vehicle, and you've got peace of mind that if something goes wrong, they can diagnose it and fix it relatively quickly.
This rig also has a Tough Dog suspension kit and D-line brake upgrades from Power Brake. It also has a number of accessories and gear for long-term solo traveling. Sutherland definitely doesn't disappoint when it comes to stargazing.
We are off to Melton Wold today. It's an old historic little farm, and it has some campsites and rooms in a lodge as well. It's about a 4-hour drive, so not too bad. It is surprisingly nippy still, considering it's October already. But we slept warm and cozy at least.
Today promises to be another scenic 4-hour drive.
Seems it's been out here for mountain passes. And I know you're crazy about heights.
I love heights so much, and I especially love driving when there are narrow roads on these passes. It's amazing.
Like Sean says, from the story till now, steep, sketchy roads.
Very sketchy.
Again, this rig, like ours, has power brakes on, so it does help for these. Usually you try and brake with engine compression, but if it's too steep, you need brakes as well, and I'm very happy to have those.
We arrive at Melton Wold just in time for yet another stunning sunset.
Welcome to Melton Wold. Been here once before, probably about 4 years ago, but it was just a stopover. I arrived late, I had to leave early, so I didn't get to show you around. It's a working farm with some campsites and other accommodation, but it's a lovely one at that. So we're just going to set up camp, and then at least we're here 2 nights. I'll show you what it looks like tomorrow.
Another stay at the $1 million star hotel tonight. It definitely feels like time has forgotten about this place.
There's a bashful little maiden and she has the cutest way. The brightest eyes, the most evening smile. I'm sure she knows I love her, though I don't know what to say. I'd like to know the meaning of her smile.
So what do I think about the new Land Cruiser 2.8 turbo diesel? The fuel consumption is about the same as our V8. You get anything from 6.5 to 7 kilometers per liter. That's if you don't step on the skinny pedal too much. So that's about the same. This one's the automatic. You do get them in manual as well. That took a little bit to get used to. Maybe it's just because I rarely drive automatics. The off-road portion was a little strange. You have to put it into manual, and the gear ratios are a little bit funny. So between first and second, it's like there's a too big a gap, low range. But otherwise, you know, it's a Land Cruiser. Comfort levels about the same, features about the same, aside from this one has the power haul function. It's basically a throttle controller, so not much to that. It's got traction control. I haven't seen that in action. On long distance touring, I think the automatic might be good, but I just still prefer a manual. What do you prefer? Let me know in the comments. Do you like manuals? Do you like automatics? And why? So would I recommend this vehicle for overlanding? Yes, I would. It's not exactly a daily driver, but if you're doing extended travel, full-time travel, this certainly ticks all the boxes. I think one of the big things is once it's set up, it's not too difficult to set up, but once it's set up, it's got a lot of room inside. Other configurations where you have a bed on top and you want somebody that's downstairs at the same time is a little difficult because we don't have open space. This, you can have somebody on the bed still and up and about in the middle. All the storage is great, and then accessibility with the nice full-size door, that's always a plus. And you can do quite a bit to this to really make it your own. I hope you enjoyed this little adventure with us. If you'd like to see this Camelback in person, you can visit Outdoor Campers in Centurion. We've got some exciting things coming in 2026. If you enjoy our content, please remember to subscribe. It does make a big difference to us, and we'd like to get to 50,000 before the end of the year. Thanks for watching. Until next time, get out there. Are you still here? Go, it's finished.